Ik samologiste tokiri oti agathos alleluia.
Oti stonneona to eleos aftu alleluia.
So let me find the next contributor. So the Jeremy, the debate specifically is about Islam.
Yeah, but I'm against this.
So
Who isn't against Islam?
come.
I've got my own agenda.
No. But hold on. Listen, we'll do it properly. If you go down a rabbit hole, I'm pulling the plug. That is not. Oi, that's not for today.
Not for today?
That's not for today.
Come on, man, you're gonna get me shot.
Right.
So Jeremy, let me move around a bit more because it's about
Big up street, Mike.
Move that way more.
The chair.
No.
Move that way.
I might break the chair.
Trust me, it feels like this chair's gonna break very quickly.
So Jeremy, if you can introduce yourself.
Basically, I'm Jeremy. I live in Hyde Park. I've been coming here for the last 45 years, and over the last 45 years, I've seen a lot of things here. There was only one Muslim speaker that started here on the corner over there. He was an American convert. He was a friend of Muhammad Ali Clay, and he was the only one. Yeah. I can't remember, but anyway, he was a black convert, and he was the only one who used to speak about Islam back in 1984, and then a whole string of them started to arrive after the,
on a boat.
Well, I mean, then we had various white Islamic converts, like Green, some guy called Green.
You're talking to a 17-year-old mate, and you're talking about the 1980s.
But anyway, yeah. Before you even was conceived, or before your mother met your father.
Yeah.
You know, or before even your parents were born. So there's
Wouldn't go that far.
There's been a lot. There's been a lot of changes here over the last 45 years. I mean, the oldest other speaker here is Ali over there, who's got the horn, who I can relate to. Otherwise, all the old timers, have either died, gone to prison, or
Great prospects for any speaker at Speaker's Corner,
some
everyone.
of them ended up being suicide bombers, like Osama bin Laden, and there was Richard Reed, who I've met here as well, and there were various other ones who ended up. This made a special wing for them in Belmarsh prison called the Islamic wing, and then of course Abu Hamza was here. Yes, he was here. His sons were here. His sons are drug dealers. You know, they were here because I mean, you can't take the criminal out. You know, Islam and criminality go hand in hand.
Well, so it's extremely coincidental as well. Like, I'm not going to try to argue a drug dealer is influenced by Islam, but certainly the ideas that they promote. In terms of what they allow for, like Islam is a religion now. It's almost like a child was trying to formulate something that sounds strict but allows for so much stuff, like fasting, right? Oh yeah, we fast for 40 days. Okay, what are you doing?
It's called Lent.
Yeah. Shut up. We fast for 40 days. All right, what are we doing in those days? Oh, we're eating and scoffing food down our throat during the night, but we're still fasting throughout during the day.
30 days, not 40 days.
Sorry.
Ramadan.
Yes, yeah, Ramadan. I don't know why, I think I got confused with Lent.
Sorry. Yeah, after that story, everything.
But yeah, my point being is that Islam is a religion which attempts to institutionalize loopholes in order for them to have the funnest time possible. And that's why you see such a lack of discipline within the Muslim youth today, partially because they're moving away from more of their strict religious loops, and also the religion just doesn't discipline them properly. I mean, you have this formulaic prayer that you have to do numerically every single day, so it doesn't teach you the discipline of discerning when and how you should pray yourself. Then you have a fasting system which is just scoffing your food down and causing obesity rates to increase in Islamic countries. Yeah, of course. And then you also have things such as marriage. Oh yeah, marriage is such like you should save yourself for marriage, even though people can get married at a McDonald's by simply saying something 4 times.
Yeah. Or you can get divorced.
Yeah.
Say divorce, and then there's no divorce lawyers involved, and then the settlement is. I mean, the husband gets it all anyway.
Yeah. So this religion on paper would sound disciplined, but at heart is the most easiest thing to come by.
I mean, there's no grey areas in Islam. You're either a Muslim or you're a kafir. If you're a kafir, you're gonna end up going to hell, and hell is a very, very nasty place. Hell has different levels, from level 1 to level 7, like E17. So basically,
Mic'd up now.
if you're a non-believer, if you don't pray, you're automatically a kafir. If you don't pay your zakat, you're automatically a kafir.
Yeah.
If you look at another woman, you're automatically a kafir. I mean, they go to very extreme things. If you've got a mortgage, you're a kafir because they don't believe in usury.
I mean, even with usury, their rates are then substituted with high fees.
Yes.
So now, again, going back to the whole thing of like, oh, we're so disciplined, we don't have interest. It was like, okay, but your fees are astronomical. Have you ever looked at halal banking systems?
Yeah.
They're equally just as scammy as interest.
Sharia mortgages.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can get, or if you're lucky enough to, or you're unlucky enough to get one, I mean, the Sharia mortgage, it just defies belief. You can't have car insurance because automatically you're paying into a fund, which is creates interest and everything to do with interest, just like Shilek, and the interest is forbidden in Islam. And you're allowed to marry 4 women if you're a man, but a woman cannot marry 4 men. I mean, how can that? Where is the equality in that?
I mean, not even that. Polygamy is just not practical. Like, regardless if it's on the woman or the man, trying to divide your time equally is virtually impossible.
Then they have rules on inheritance. So if a father dies and he's got 2 girls and 4 boys, the 4 boys will inherit 90% of that wealth, and the girls probably only end up getting some crumbs, and the mother, who's probably still alive, she'll probably get a pittance anyway. So the inheritance goes to the boys.
Yeah.
Have you checked that out? Buddy?
Yeah, because it's the whole polemic of like Islam introduced inheritance laws, which isn't true. Technically, pagan societies treated women more favourably than Islam. Doesn't mean paganism is true. And secondly, it's incredibly backwards in terms of the like mathematical formula of how inheritance is distributed amongst women and men. So it's going back to what I initially said. I mean, Islam is a religion that sounds on paper disciplined, but in actuality is full of loopholes more than Swiss cheese.
I mean, it does go on about women's rights. Women really have no rights in Islam. At the end of the day, it says in the Quran that if a woman disrespects her man has to punish her by not sleeping with her. And if he doesn't sleep with her, if that doesn't work, then he's allowed to beat her up gently. I mean, wife beating is a big subject in Islam as well.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Women are sexually suppressed, ultra modest sex toys for Islamic men to lust on.
Yes. I mean, that's the other thing. I mean, it's not a very forgiving religion. At the end of the day, he says, Islam is all about submission, it's all about peace. But if you don't submit to Islam, any Muslim can come and force you to become a Muslim. If not, he's going to carry out an act called jihad. And jihad means that if there is a conflict between you as a kafir and a Muslim, and the Muslim prevails, he's going to go to heaven and he's going to marry 72 virgins in heaven. You heard about the virgin story?
Yeah, the whole virgin story, it's a bit on the ground, but like Islam's form of Jannah is just whatever you will, and within the majesty of Allah to give you, you will have. So it's not even 72 strictly, it's how many you want.
I mean, Islam is getting really, shoved down our throats in this country now for the last 25 years. Even with big companies like Kentucky Fried Chicken introducing halal chicken. even McDonald's nowadays, they introduce halal burgers. I mean, most of the schools in this country, they buy halal meat in order to feed the ever-growing Muslim Islamic free school meal population. I mean, when you were at school, when you went to the canteen or you went to, that wasn't very long ago, did you have halal meat on the menu?
Well, technically, I still should be in education. They actually called me up the other day confirming if I'm still attending that college. They kicked me out. It's all good. They have to. I think it's mandatory now, or rather, it's just implicit. Yeah, halal meat for everything.
So I mean, really, this country is sleepwalking to a Sharia.
Well, it's just facilitating it.
Yeah, I mean, they call it Shakira law, but I call it Sharia law because they try to confuse the issue and say, well, look, Islam is all about, equality for women. There is no such thing. If you read the proper interpretation of the Quran, if you're a non-believer, you're condemned. That's it. You're going to hell, and then hell is a not very nice place up there.
I agree. So if we've got nothing to disagree on.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. It's just the whole thing. Any questions from?
Well, I think we should go on to our next guest.
Go on to the next.
Yes.
Who's the next victim?
We don't know yet.
So if I could let me do it. I don't want you mooting it. If you come here, please, Jeremy. All I can say is thank you very much.